Dumb Blonde Teachers podcast.
The podcast where three blonde teachers in their mid to late 20s
tried to navigate life, boys and books and wanted to bring you along for the ride.
So are you a dumb blonde teacher?
Well, strap up, ladies. It's time for CPD outside of the classroom.
Let's do this.
Woo! Let's go. For second time.
Coincide, is that a word? Coincide. I didn't know you. I didn't know it's spelled like that.
It's not.
I don't know why I wrote that.
And it really threw me. I'm not gonna lie. Can I just say
That's
something?
definitely not the teacher in you.
Coincide.
It's
I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
When you're listening to this, it will be January. So let us know in the
God,
comments.
guys, it'll be
Happy New
2024.
How's your new year going?
2024, the year of the
Right.
door.
No, you know I was born in the year of the rat.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Okay, so welcome to the episode of Dumb Blonde Teachers. Today, we're going to be discussing the challenges of being a young hot
A young sexy
teacher.
I'm sorry, what? Okay, you did say that.
We digress. And how
Wow.
our teacher selves coincide with our social selves.
Because it is a struggle.
Yeah.
If you are a
Totally.
teacher and you are also dumb and blonde and young and sexy, then you will. I'm joking. You will also
You
know
know the struggles.
just how difficult it is to try and enjoy your 20s whilst being solely responsible for
Yeah.
the education, emotional and physical
Welfare,
welfare
yeah.
and well-being
Exactly.
upbringing of 30 children which gets reset every 12 months.
Yeah, every 12 months. You feel like you've still got youth and a child within you as well that you still want to let out, but at the same time you feel like you can't.
Yeah, I literally feel 18. Yeah, I'm teaching 18-year-olds. Make that make sense.
Literally.
I'm the same. So when I first started teaching, it was lockdown.
Ooh.
So
It's a funny time.
very
to
funny
get into
time to
teaching.
start teaching, but it was more manageable because social life didn't exist.
Yeah.
But I spent every hour thinking, breathing, sleeping, teaching, and I thought, this is great, this is doable. Teaching was my life and I loved it. And then life started to open up and my family lives, which you can probably tell from my accent.
Well, they don't know where we live, so.
No, they don't. But they live away from me, quite far, 5 hours away. And so my friends live all over the country. So I personally struggle with finding time to see people that aren't my teach friends because, I have to drive 3 hours. But on a weekend, when you've got work and you're tired from school, driving 3 hours is the last thing you want to do.
You need the weekend to recover.
Oh my god, yeah, you absolutely need the weekend to recover. Otherwise, you have no time to do anything. And that's what I feel like. I feel like time, I blink and it's gone. And that's why I'd just rather much go to sleep 8:30 because I'd rather blink and be asleep than blink and time be gone. So,
Quote of the episode.
yeah, honestly, that's going to be my quote. And that's me feeling like a 40-year-old right there.
Aww.
But yeah, I can relate to that because my family also live really far away.
Yeah.
And it's, you can't, if something happens, you can't just go for the weekend and you can't just, go back if it's like a family birthday. If it was like 2 hours away,
Yeah,
I would
feel
just
that.
drive home and be like, I'll just do a really late night. Maybe I'll work from home tomorrow. Like, it's
Yeah.
fine. I'll just make it happen. You can't. Like, you are so tied down. Like, I get up at 5:30. I'm at school I aim to get to school by 7 usually. Not recently, and then, you're leaving at like sometimes 6 o'clock. By the time I've got home and done my shopping and whatnot, it's like 7:30. And then you've still got planning and marking to do.
Yeah,
So when do you
that's
actually
hard.
find time for yourself? So amongst all of that, you get to Friday, and you know what? It makes me sound so sad, but my Friday night routine is to go to sleep.
Yeah, oh my god, so's mine.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I get excited that I get to wash my hair.
Literally.
Properly wash my hair, but I put a hair mask in, I actually let the conditioner settle. Do you know what I used this morning? A body wash with shampoo and conditioner in it. I was like, I was in that much of a rush.
Shocking.
And it was a men's one.
Disgusting.
I was
no,
like, smell my hair, it smells of men!
Is it that green one? Is it that wash and go?
It actually smells of men. Like,
Gross.
no.
girls, I hit a low point. I was in such a rush, my hair was greasy, and I was like, well, I need to wash my hair, but I haven't got time.
We are dry shampoo queens in this flat.
I literally have the biggest bottle of dry shampoo ever. I'm never washing my hair in the week if I can get away with it.
No, I
I'm
genuinely...
not wasting precious time.
You know they say that your hair starts to, like, be trained?
Yes, it does.
Do you
I've
know
heard
what?
this.
This sounds gross. Do you know what my hair's on?
How many
You
days?
still-
Not at the
days.
moment.
Not
I washed...
even a strand of grease on there.
No,
No.
but I did wash it quite recently. When did I wash my hair? What did I do this weekend? Oh, I washed it on Saturday night.
Oh my god.
So it's Wednesday now, so it's only been like
It's quite
4 full days.
No, but I'd only washed
fine.
mine on Friday, and I washed it again today.
Oh, really?
bloody hell.
Yeah.
My-
You're doing well.
Nutters.
Before I washed it just now, I went 8 days. And I don't think it was even that greasy, really.
My head would be dripping with like oil.
That's what I mean.
You say that
Nice.
though, but it doesn't happen. Like your scalp almost like trains itself.
No, it does. My auntie said this to me.
Obviously, I do shower every day.
I'm
But,
just going to do a shout out. My auntie went 3 months without washing her hair.
Oh my god.
A little bit gross, but also her hair was so healthy.
It makes a massive difference. I started putting oils on it as well,
Yeah.
like rosemary oil, and
I remember you saying
the
that.
length it grew so quickly was insane. Started doing a hair mask because I get my hair obviously blonde, get our hair coloured. We all actually do it. We all get
Yeah, we do.
balayage.
I all go brighter,
Good
yeah.
old balayage.
Yeah, I love a balayage.
Yeah, and every time
Don't
I get
love
it
the price of
done,
but I love the balayage.
my hair is just awful for like a little while afterwards.
Really dry.
Really dry. And I finally got it healthy and it's due on again. I think I'm just going to let it grow out a bit for the winter.
Oh, rosemary oil. Hit
Let
me
it grow out
with
for
one
the
you
winter.
bought, girl.
Do you know where I got it from? Temu for like £2, yeah.
No.
I think you could probably just buy it from Tesco, like in the shopping bit. I don't think it'd make a difference.
But I was going to kind of go off that with the distance thing and how I relate. 'Cause, I mean, I think I'm slightly different. My family lives super close. But then I started teaching because of the half terms and the time off.
Holidays.
Like when, I was going for the job, it was at the back of my mind that I get half terms off to do whatever I want and spend time with family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So although it is so stressful, it's kind of how I looked at it.
Okay,
A
I
little
like
bit.
it. Positive swing.
Yeah, see, we love positive swing.
We
Love
do.
teaching. It's stressful
We love a
day
silver
to day.
lining.
But you do get the half terms fully off, and that's something I think is a win.
Fully? Really? Fully?
For me,
You
yes.
do.
For me,
Some of
yes.
us have a luxury of teaching in a sixth
Yes.
form.
For me, yes, it is slightly different. I kind of know what I'm doing, and it doesn't change, and my lessons don't really change up too much. So
Yeah, no,
that
that
is
is
a
a benefit,
reason.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, preach the summer holidays as well. They are
Preach.
God-given gift on this planet.
Yeah.
Summer holidays, that is when I feel like myself.
Same. That's when I come back
When
to
I
being
come alive.
Poppy. Am I Poppy? I'm Poppy.
Are you Poppy? I thought you were Poppy.
I'm probably your Lily.
You're Lily.
Oh, I'm Lily.
Jesus.
Episode 2, guys, we're already getting it wrong.
I forgot my own name.
Oh no.
Again, end of term is a hump day, okay? It can be forgiven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's my-
it's tricky.
It's my positive swing on things, although it's really difficult. We do get long, half terms, but then that means ideally I'd have a partner that was also a teacher.
See, no, I really don't want a partner
I
that's a
would
teacher.
love
I
that.
do.
I would love a partner who's a teacher.
No, that's why I like a man in the forces, because they do have similar holidays.
I heard man in his 40s then.
No, we all know
say.
that's not true.
I was going to say, I don't think that's your...
Yeah, it's not
From
my,
what I've
it's
seen.
not my area of interest.
Expertise.
Anyway, moving on to
We're talking about dating.
Talking about dating.
Yeah.
Dating as a teacher.
It's a hard topic.
That's probably the thing that I find the trickiest about trying to balance
Absolutely.
social self and teach self. So, for context, I've been a single girlie, do you know what, for 2 years in January. So when this podcast goes out, almost 2 years exactly. Obviously, I've dated people within that time, but
Yeah.
in terms of like sit down, we're official, 2 years, which is absolutely mental. And I genuinely believe that if I was not a teacher, I probably would be in a relationship. And part of it is that, as much as I complain about my job, I do feel really fulfilled.
No, yeah.
And I don't feel like I'm just seeking someone to like validate me, which sounds really
No.
bad because, do you know what? I walk into school every morning, my kids are like, Miss, what's my name?
Rose.
Miss Rose, your dress is so pretty. Miss Rose. Kids literally write me notes and they're like, you're worthy. Believe in yourself.
Aw, mine just tell me to F off, so I can't relate.
But then I just think, is a man going to walk into my life
And feel that love,
And,
like the way
yeah.
they do. Absolutely.
and make me feel more loved than my kids at school? If the answer's no, then I don't want it.
I absolutely agree, actually.
And not many men can, well, I mean, maybe I'm being stereotypical, but from my experience, not many men have the thoughts to do that.
Yeah.
You know, like,
So
you
it's
don't
the
have to...
innocence of being a child, isn't it? That you feel so open to be emotional.
Oh my God, that's it.
And they just literally, they share every emotion with you. They share the love with you. And you feel that love. So every day you could wake up and, you can't take your emotions into school, which, as we all know, can be quite hard. You're having a shit morning. You have to put that mask on. But at the same time, it's quite nice because you're having a shit morning. You go into school and it's gone. Because you're with a bunch of children who only know the world through bright eyes, and you start seeing the world through their eyes, and you actually realise, you know what? Nothing to worry about.
Oh, that's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
now,
you are right.
now I'm appreciating my job after this conversation.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
That's
sweet.
nice, girl.
We do all love our jobs
Yeah.
as well.
But at the same time,
Yeah.
we are getting, well, I speak for myself, I am getting on a bit.
Oh, pish. Is that word?
So for context, I think we could say our ages on this, right? That's not too defining.
Yeah.
So I'm 27, just gone. That's, I'm
older, by the way.
who am I?
I'm
Rose. I Rose, I'm 27.
Hi, I'm Rose. I'm 20. Yeah.
Hi, Rose. I'm 27. I'm in the AA.
Hi, I'm Rose, I'm 27. I'm came on Love Island to find the love of my life. I'm a teacher.
Cue your Love Island application form being put in for you by some random listener.
Please. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so I don't know. What was I going to say?
About being
Oh
single.
yeah, so I'm 27 and I've always had this thing where it's like, time's a ticking. And I don't know why, it's starting to hit me a bit now that I'm stable, I'm settled in my job. I'm it would be nice to find someone. So I've started dating recently.
Exciting!
Well, not super recently, but few and far between. But I'm trying and I keep saying now I'm going to actually start trying. And I go on 2 dates or something and then I'll be actually, don't like this. Because free time as a teacher is so precious. So precious. I'm not going to waste my free, Friday evenings are obviously no-go because I fall asleep, but Saturday evenings, I'm really reluctant to waste that on someone that I don't know.
Absolutely.
And do you know what? Most dates, from my experience, they're fine, but it's not I'd rather be with my friends normally.
That's it.
Yeah.
You'd rather use your time on an investment where you're going to get something back.
Exactly.
Oh
exactly.
my God.
We're just such business corporate girlies.
I know.
But so what I started doing is going on coffee dates. My mum said, and my mum is single, so I don't know if this is the best source of information, but my mum said...
Mama knows best.
My mum said, you shouldn't make so much effort for a first date because, you don't want to invest your time in someone you might not like. You want to see if you're going to like them in a normal situation, not in a heightened, perfect situation.
No, that makes pure sense, though.
Yeah. So do you know what she does for first dates? She works from home and she's got a Costa down the road at the Tesco's. So she has her half an hour lunch break. She'll go to Tesco Costa, have a 20-minute Costa with a man, just wearing whatever she's wearing. She won't get ready and then she goes home. And then she says, I know from that moment onwards if I want to then arrange to go out for a nice fancy meal, get dressed up, or whether to just leave it there. So I started doing similar. Obviously,
pure genius.
Well, I don't know. So I started doing similar where I'll make an effort, I'll get dressed up nice, normally a Sunday morning, I'll go for coffee with people. And you know what? I found everyone so boring.
And you were glad you hadn't wasted a whole Saturday evening.
Exactly.
That's true. That's not a bad idea.
I do rate that though.
And a beach date, coffee walk, whatever it is. Coffee walk down the river.
I was quite similar, but I would just never actually go on the date because I didn't want to wake. If they weren't, inspiring or motivating me enough over message, I was like,
yeah.
I don't even want to. So I'd always cancel. I was really bad.
God. Okay.
Yeah, I know. This is what I mean.
I've done that quite a lot before as well, where I'm actually, when it comes down to it, and I think about it, do I want to spend my Sunday morning at a coffee shop with this man who is giving me one-word answers?
That's what I mean.
Or do I want to plan my English for the week and do my
Or
laundry?
do I want to go for a walk on my own?
Or that.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I'm not
Yeah.
kidding. I just love having a walk on my own on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly. So I think dating is quite a big struggle. Just finding the time and the energy and finding someone that can kind of meet your expectations, which is why I think I could date a teacher. I would really like to date a fellow teacher.
I think you know as well, like, what...
Have you met male teachers?
My ex is actually training to be a teacher. Like, I think I'm attracted to the type of person who works in that sort of
Yeah.
industry.
okay.
Charismatic, like...
yeah, friendly, caring,
caring,
nurturing.
Yeah, nurturing.
Yeah.
It's like when Rose moved in with me, like when I first met you, because I knew you were a teacher, I kind of knew what your personality would be like, and
that's
how
interesting.
you'd like go about your day and that kind of thing.
Everybody
And
does think that, don't they? Like when they meet you and you say you're a teacher, they're like, oh, you're a teacher.
And they know you immediately. And do you know what? They're not wrong.
No,
Yeah.
apart from when they think you're really bossy.
No, I don't know. I don't know if I had that impression. I never
No,
really
I
thought
don't
about it
think
like
I had
that.
I've had people think that I'm going to be automatically really bossy.
Oh.
Because,
Really?
and I'm literally...
Like strict.
I don't know about you
in
girls,
charge.
but my teacher personality stops in the classroom. I am me as soon as I'm out that room with my friends.
Yeah. I am putting on a show.
Yeah,
that is
my
pure
character.
theatre in that classroom.
We are
Literally,
actors.
We are actors. I'm actors in that room. I don't like being bossy. It's the worst part of the job.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
be their best friend. I've had to teach myself to boss them about.
It's hard, isn't it?
And
It's
horrible.
hard to, like, put that boundary in place of, like, what you're doing right now is hilarious and I'm here for it.
Yeah,
But I
no,
have
my
to pretend I don't
classroom.
like
Yeah,
it.
literally.
I have to
When you find
pretend.
it, when you find it really, really funny and you can't laugh, but I've done that before and I have laughed and they're like, oh,
I know.
Me too.
Poppy, we've got you.
I know, it's so annoying, isn't it?
Like, cracked me.
Or they'll
and made
say
me
something
laugh.
stupid and I'll, like, smile a little bit and then go back to serious and they're like, wow, Miss Rose found that funny, Miss Rose is laughing.
You know, I tried something new the other day though. They were like, I've got some boys in my class, and at the age that they're at, they're just they push buttons. You
For
know.
reference, Lily teaches some of the children that I had last year.
Yeah,
They
I
moved up
do.
to her school, so that's
So
cute.
yeah, we know, and you know they often wind each other up and me, and they get each other going with that remarks, and they are actually really often quite funny. They're very charismatic, but it's never to do with the learning. So the other day, I kind of just stopped and I went, "You know what, guys? That's actually really funny." But I was like, when I'm trying to teach, do I look like I'm laughing? And I was like, outside the classroom, I'll laugh with you. Inside the classroom, you're going to get a negative point. And I was like, and they were like, actually, fair play. Miss is quite cool. She finds it funny, but she's got boundaries.
It's finding that balance.
Oh, it's
It's really
hard.
hard, especially
So
being young.
hard. Yeah, agreed.
Because I think my students see male teachers and immediately they see
Respect.
that, they respect them, they're authoritative. They see me, mid-20s, female, they're like, let's see, let's push all the
Let's see
buttons,
how much
see
we
what
can wind
happens,
this one.
let's make this woman our bestie. I'm like, no.
I feel like we could literally do a whole episode, and we probably will,
Yeah.
just about, like, being young and female.
Oh, 100%.
And I think probably the same in most industries, but you would think as a teacher, like, that's a feminine industry,
It is. It's
stereotypically.
predominantly feminine, yeah.
But there is still so much of, like,
imbalance within power within
Yeah.
the classrooms.
lack of
Yeah.
respect because you're a woman, which is ridiculous in general, but especially in a female-dominated industry.
Oh, 100%.
It's not an easy fix or anything that you can
No.
change.
And
anytime soon.
you've always got characters in your room where you know, I could see that they would have more respect if I was a male.
It's really, yeah.
And they move
So
up to a
sad.
teacher who's a male, and all of a sudden their behaviour is
yeah, I hate
deteriorated.
that.
And it's so hard not to take it personally as an attack on your profession, you know, your professional conduct. And it's like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
Well, you were born as a female, babe. You weren't born with a P9.
Bit of a
Vocab.
downer. Bit of a downer.
Yeah, so that kind of sums up, you
It's
know,
quite serious, Polly, today, you know?
Polly. Who's Polly? Did you say Polly?
Poddy.
Oh, I thought you called me
Poddy.
Polly.
No, guys, I was trying to get down with the kids and I called it Poddy.
What does that mean?
Serious pod.
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 Oh, podcast.
Yeah, Poddy
Oh
C.
God, you can
Poddy
tell that I
C.
teach the really little ones that aren't doing. Do you know what they were saying today?
What?
The kids that I teach are like 8, and they were like Riz.
What?
They were like a Christmas Riz.
No, what's that mean?
Oh, it's like
What's a Riz?
Oh, like
having charisma.
Yeah.
I literally not taught this, but we did a start activity with my students, and we were going through like slang or like roadmen kind of terms, like riz, lang.
What? Yeah, what's lang? I've heard it, but I don't want
lang is like peng, it's just different.
Like
lang is better.
Also,
lang is
who made firstly, peng is a made up word, so now they've decided to make up lang.
No, it's lang. It's lang, it's riz. It's bounce, although bounce is used quite a lot. Let's bounce, let's move.
Let's bounce, yeah. I knew that one.
Oh yeah, let's bounce. That's old.
I guess that's quite old.
Yeah.
Wag one.
Wag one.
Wag one.
Wag one.
Yeah, I was just like, how do these kids know riz? Anyway, not the point. I can't remember what I was trying to say.
We're just ending this beautiful wag one off.
Wag one. Yeah, I think we've talked a lot about dating already. We talked a little bit about being taken seriously as a young dumb teacher. But I guess my thing I wanted to bring up was about like seeing the students.
Especially for you.
Yeah, it's a bit grim because obviously my students are a little bit older, and I know in the past, like, I've seen them on a night out, on New Year's, when I've been
Nightmare.
like in a club, when I've been drinking. Thankfully they didn't recognise me, and it was when I first started teaching. And I've seen one of my students out when I was on a date, and that was horrific in itself.
Weren't they serving you? They were your server?
Yeah.
Oh my
I kind of did know they might have worked there before I went, but I did kind of not believe it.
Seeing them at supermarket's bad enough, right?
Yeah. They're seeing them at a supermarket, and they're seeing them at a club, or literally serving at a restaurant. And yeah, it's something they never lived down. But yeah, so I was literally on a date with this guy. I kind of knew the family might own the restaurant, but
our Polly
I thought,
was
you know
like,
what?
Poppy, what was that?
I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go.
She's like, go live life on the wild side.
Live life on the edge. So I go in with my date. I haven't been seeing this guy very long, and I sit down, and then my student comes over, and I'm like, oh, hey, I obviously don't want to say hers. And yeah, thankfully, if I saw any student, I would have wanted it to be them because they're so lovely, and they offered me a free drink and everything. But I'm like, I can never ever come back here again.
So cute.
Or
and
go back to school again.
Literally, but like,
I need to quit my job.
yeah, kind of. It's just that is not a good side of it. But then the kind of stuff I do teach the students as well, I do teach them a little bit about like life skills, and like this week I've been talking a lot about like how to stay safe on a night out, because obviously they are 18 and over, some of them. So yeah, they can't believe it when I say that I go to a bar, like that I've been to a bar before that they might know of,
or that you don't live at school.
that I don't live there. So yeah, that's another thing with dating. It's just
struggles of being a sixth form teacher, I guess.
The struggle is real, so I'm going to avoid anywhere actively that they know about. I think I'm going to find out where they know and just actively avoid it.
Right, before we finish off the episode, this is something that we talked about doing a while back, and we didn't do in episode 1 because we just kind of forgot. But, sorry, I'm putting my gin glass down. We wanted to end every episode with an inspiring quote for the week ahead, because we're going to post these episodes on Sundays.
Yeah.
And if you get the Sunday scaries, which you probably do because you're a teacher, let's be real, hopefully this can help alleviate that a little bit. It could be your Sunday night routine. Listen to Dumb Blonde Teachers, have a bit of a laugh. Remember, it's not all that serious. And
lighthearted.
Yeah, do you know what? Teaching is fun, and we just need to focus on that. So we're going to end every episode with a nice little quote to see you into the following week. And today's quote, I think, is something we all need to remember, especially as some of us new teachers. I'm an ECT too, so I'm still learning. I think as a teacher, but we probably are always learning.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this quote is by someone called Phil Collins, and I feel like that's someone famous. Am I wrong?
He's a singer. He sings that.
Okay.
Who? Phil Collins?
Yeah, is he not a singer?
The Cadbury advert.
Is this the same Phil Collins or a different Phil Collins? I don't know.
Can feel it.
That's it coming in the air tonight. Is that the quote? Hold on.
Yeah. Anyway, so the quote for the week is, "In learning, you will teach, and in teaching, you will learn."
Nice.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's nicer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
So as
Phil
you go,
knows.
Phil knows.
Phil knows.
Silly C.
As you go into the following week, just think about that quote. Think about all the things we've talked about, and if you want to share any thoughts, let us know. We'd love to hear them.
Remember, the Insta's coming soon.
The Insta's already here by the time you listen to this.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's so weird. We're talking in the future.
Yeah, it's currently December, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the episode and tune in next week for more Dumb Blonde Teachers.
Woo! I hope you have the best Christmas.
No, this is going out after Christmas. Oh my